Hello, chat. How are we doing today? Hopefully well. New tournament gonna be happening today, and we'll definitely see how that ends up going here. But hopefully everybody's doing well today. I'm doing fine, I suppose. Oh, mate, that timing, I checked that YouTube. I didn't see you were going live. Nah, it's all good. Yes, we are live. I'm doing well. How's the microphone sound, by the way? I forgot to check that. Oh, and you know what I didn't do yet? I still didn't fix the bot. I think I fixed, like, the banners popping up, but I don't think I fixed the fish and stuff. It's fine. I want to rework that anyways, with all the new stuff that's going to be happening. Hold on. There we go. I'll do that right there. Yeah, see, fish don't work right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over here and just disable that for now. Well, I mean, I guess y'all can have the sound effect. Y'all can fish with the sound effect, that's fine, but hopefully everybody's doing well today. The DARWINOPTERUS tournament speedrun any percent. Yes, we are going to be speedrunning the tournament today, okay? We're going to be doing that. Sad fish, there's no fish. I want to rework how it works anyways. With Twitch now. You're watching you play while you play? Ooh, nice. Yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. And also, I do have a little bit of a new setup here, so you notice the screen is a little bit different. It is a different device now. It's a brand new, it's a brand new dedicated tablet here for recording, so you know, maybe that'll help out in the future. So there we go. Seems like you didn't take part in the tournament. It'd be really nice to get, because one of the strongest land tournament creatures. Ooh, this one. Ooh, that'd be nice. All right, so we'll go ahead, we'll hop in here, and this is going to be the main focus today. And also there's been brand new stuff happening in the game as well. I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to scroll on this here. We'll do that, there we go. And we'll do that there we go. We'll do with this team here first. What's your favorite dinosaur you have other than Compsognathus? What dinosaur I have? I'd say Indominus Rex is one of my favorites. I'd definitely say Indominus Rex is one of my favorites. Not only design-wise, but obviously strength-wise. So there's that. Okay, so this looks quite equal to me. So I'll go ahead and save the point here. And we'll try and save it up for our little Rex here. You guys can't see the turns at all now. I'll have to redo how all this looks and stuff now, but Level 40 has 2,290 health and 1,770 attack. Ooh, that's definitely a little bit. For tournament creature, that stat ratio is extremely good. I'll have to definitely try and pick this one up then. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of doing here, is trying to get to... I want to try and at least get to 500 today on stream, if not more. So we'll definitely see how that ends up going. It's so weird. This is my first time actually playing on this thing here, so it's so different having the tablet out compared to like my phone. So it instead of, like, you know, just being able to use my thumb, I just, you know, have to move my entire hand now to get it. So it's going to be very interesting for sure. It's going to be very interesting how this ends up going, but hopefully y'all end up liking this. It gets a little more screen space on the screen. That was kind of the reason I wanted it, because with phones, you know, it's so rectangle, whereas this one is a lot more square. So we'll see how this ends up happening. I'll probably experiment with the setup a little bit here. I don't know. Most tournament creatures with this amount of health have less than 950 attacks. So 1,000 attacks definitely good then. Having that solid 1,000 attack. So yeah, that'll definitely be useful. It'll definitely be useful. Definitely want to try and pick this one up. Now, does this one have a hybrid? I don't think this one has a hybrid. I think this is one of the rare few that doesn't have a hybrid. Also, it's a flyer. That's a big plus. That's another thing too. I need to get a good flyer. I have good amphibians. I have good carnivores, and I have good herbivores. I don't have any good flyers, so that's definitely a main focus here. I want to pick up a good tournament flyer here. We'll go ahead and just go all out on you. It doesn't have one yet. Okay, that's what I thought. I looked it up on the wiki earlier, and it didn't seem to have anything, so we'll definitely end up seeing here. What is this? What is this? I'm gonna get rid of this. Goodbye. I don't need you. If it was get a hybrid, this should be one of the strongest. Oh wait, no, I do have a good flyer. I have that one, but it's the only one, and it takes forever to recharge. So wait, okay, at level 40, what is its? That's not Survivor, although it is day 3. And this is gonna be an easy tournament, right? Gonna be an easy tournament. I'm hoping it is. But what's its cooldown range? What's its cooldown at? You'll check. Yeah, if you could definitely check, that'd be useful. Let's kind of get this up here a little bit. We'll do a little bit higher level of a creature. We'll do a super rare. We'll do a flyer, sure. And then I'll just go ahead and do that. There we go. Throw you in. You unlocked Indominus level 40. I don't think it was worth it. I have level 30, and I think that's going to be high enough for me for a little bit. Oh, I picked a flyer. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Okay. Boltodon, I recently got Giga Nasserferus. I'm afraid I don't know what that is, but hey, congratulations. Is that a hybrid? Game's trolling me? The game's massively trolling me right now. Definitely. Oh, you meant Indoraptor. Oh. Well, no, I know that Indoraptor is like extremely strong, yeah. But, yeah, it's definitely not worth it unless it's like, you know, up there with your other creatures. But we'll see when I end up getting Indoraptor. My main focus actually right now is Scorpius Rex, which I've almost got Giga Gen 2 to level 40. I have another level 30 cooking right now. 10 hours and 50 minutes. My flyers I have right now take less time. We're gonna go 4 here. Yeah, that might have been a mistake actually. Yeah, whoops, oh well. That's a really good cooldown for a tournament. And while that's true, yes, I think I have my, you said about 2,000 health. Maybe it's not bad. I don't know, my other flyers do definitely have, I don't know, a little bit less cooldown for, not too much less, but I'll still pick it up. It'll still definitely be worth it here. Yeah, by the way, can I get an exclamation mark cooked in chat? Just get an exclamation mark cooked in chat here. Yeah, we're cooked. Like some have a day-long cooldown, like Indominus Rex level 30. Yeah, I learned that one the hard way. Give up, start next. I don't think I can give up. Oh, I could, but oh well. We've already lost. Hello, Monster Team. How you doing? And hello, NG Gaming. We got a bunch of Scorpius Rex Gen 2 from the last event. Holy, I've been carrying in tournaments. Yeah. So I currently actually have here. We'll let you look at the pocket a little bit. Also, yes, it is pretty. I think this is pretty much confirmed that Spinosaurus Reborn is going to be the next season here. So that, I think that pretty much confirms it because the timelines here with the Sornus King matches up just a little bit. There we go. Got that done. Okay. So we're going to pop back over into the tournament. But yes, that. Oh, yeah. Also, this guy has an hour left. He's going to get to like level 30. And then I'm hoping to get to level 40 by the end of today because that was like the 4th time I've done evolved that guy. So that's fine right there. We'll go ahead and throw in a little bit stronger of a creature match here. So we'll throw in some rares. I'll throw in an amphibian here. And then since that guy had like level 200 health, we're not going to throw in a flyer. I'll throw in Majungasaurus. That should be a good creature. And then I'll just throw in a little bit stronger. Sure, why not? Level 10 Metrophodon is 7 hours and 10 minutes, but that's not really a fair comparison because it's too much of a glass cannon hybrid, and they always have short cooldowns. Is it 7 hours? I thought it was 6. I could have sworn it was 6, but maybe it is 7. I don't know. So were you able to grab tickets from the Dilophosaurus Gen 2? Yes, I was able to grab that, so thank you so much for pointing that out. That is 1 Dilophosaurus Gen 2 down, so now I only need 7, but preferably unlocked as well, so I don't know, we'll see. Are you planning on making a stream when you unlock Scorpius Rex Gen 2? I would like to. I might dedicate it to a video depending on timing. And if the Discord link works, can you join it? So it should just be !Discord. If you just do !Discord, that should just work. We'll save all 3 here. Here, let me type that out real quick. Let's go 7 more times. Yeah. Let me see if this works. Let me see. Okay, the banner didn't work for some reason. The link should be actually in the description. It should actually be in the description. It should be a working one this time. So if you are wanting to join the Discord, the link is down in the description below. I'll make sure to remind you if there's more Dilophosaurus Gen 2. So I forgot, I didn't even realize that it could actually pop up in there. Now, granted, it's probably not going to pop up in there for quite some time, but we'll see. Jurassic World, are you only a Jurassic World fan or a fan of dinosaurs in general? I'd say I'm a fan of dinosaurs in general. I would say that Jurassic Park Jurassic World has definitely gotten me into dinosaurs, but I'd say I'm a fan of dinosaurs in general. I'll do that, there we go. But yeah. And then also, yeah, having trouble with YouTube. If YouTube's bugging out for you like it always does, there is Twitch right there. We are pretty close to also getting affiliate right there. We just need 25 followers and we'll be good to go there. So if you aren't following on Twitch and you would like to, there's definitely that link is right there in the chat. I wonder, whoever did Majungasaurus skin for level 40 did amazing. It was one of the first skins in the game. I don't think that they changed it. I think this is the original skin. So yeah, they did a great job on it. Did a really great job. Because it seems like the wink doesn't work properly. Okay, I'll have to look into it later then. Okay, so it's doing the notification sound, but it's not popping up the image. I'll have to look into that after stream. But we'll see on that end there. Also, the annoying code red in the back. I wish you could just turn them off because I just don't do them. As much as I should do them, I just don't do them. No, we're not doing that, jeez. No. There we go. All right, so we're at 60 trophies now, so we're almost there. Majungasaurus is the original one. I wish they had a Gen 2 as a tournament or VIP. See, that would be cool if they added a Gen 2 Majungasaurus, because there's a Triceratops Gen 2, right? There is that in the game now. So where's Majungasaurus Gen 2? Where's that at? We're waiting for that slowly but surely. Up it a little bit. I don't want to throw in a flock feature quite yet, so I'll throw in you. I started when Argentinosaurus had its original skin. What was its original skin? Triceratops already has a Gen 2 and a heroic. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. What do you mean by aggressive, Godzilla? They should make aggressive. Herbivores more aggressive. Currently have only made Thera and Trike aggressive. What do you mean by aggressive? Do you mean like attack-wise or design-wise? Scorpius Gen 3 win. Check Jurassic World Alive on that one. Check Jurassic World Alive on that one. Holy heavy team, by the way. This is looking like it's going to be a bit of a tough team here. I think I'll do that there. No, we can knock me out of one hit anyways. I shouldn't have even blocked. Argentinosaurus OG skin was only in the pre-worldwide release, I think. Oh, interesting. The ugly version of Argentinosaurus. So they changed the skin, I see. We'll go all out. Yeah, okay, that was worth it. I have a question. Is getting one Indominus Rex worth it when I can keep 2 level 30 Rexes? I would probably... Oops. I would probably, I think it depends. I think it depends on if Indominus Rex is going to be one of your strongest, and dadgummit, that's another flyer. I gotta do this here. I would say, yeah, generally it's better to keep the 2 Rexes. What am I doing? We're lost anyway. Yeah, like McKay said, it's better to keep the level 30 Rexes if you don't have anything stronger. So like I said, it definitely depends on if Indominus Rex is going to be your strongest. If it's not going to be your strongest, I'd definitely wait. The game is trolling me. It's trolling me heavy right now today. It doesn't want anything. Any wins here, you know? No wins. First, Mr. Paul, hello. Beaver says old Argentina was better. I haven't seen the old Argentina source. Let me look that up real quick. Hold on. Of course, the game wants to do that there. That's going to be, unfortunately, a thing. The game, old Argentina source. Oh my gosh. Ew. Hold on. Hold on. Well, I don't, that's way too low resolution, actually. It's like super chubby. Yeah, it did not fit the game's aesthetics very well. No, you are definitely correct on that, McKay. Definitely correct. Yeah, I don't like that skin at all. Not at all. No, that was bad. Okay, we're gonna scroll from this way, actually. We're gonna up it a little bit here. I think I'll throw in... I think I'll do you, and then we'll do you, and then we'll do you. Sure. Yeah, no, that skin was awful. I didn't realize that was actually a skin in the game. That was genuinely awful. Chubosaurus, yeah. Bewoldodon, I must admit, Pelicanthurus is super overrated. I'm afraid I don't know which one is. Is that the super hybrid? Is that the super hybrid, the common one? I'm not sure on that one. Okay, so this should actually might have been a little bit too overpowered. Yes, okay. I don't imagine a super hybrid common being all too useful, because it would get very overpowered very quickly. So I honestly don't know. I kind of question why they even have a super hybrid common, because I don't think, you know, super hybrids are necessarily a big worry for the early game, and that would definitely be an early game creature. So I'm not sure why there even is a common super hybrid. It's as strong as a tournament creature? Is it? I mean, I guess we have common dinosaurs now that are as strong as a tournament creature. I haven't actually checked its stats. You know what would be amazing? If they made the old Argentino skin into a boss for April Fools. I don't think they're gonna do that, unfortunately. Balance strat 1 and very cheap to get as well. What's its level 40 stats, McKay? What are those? Are they, I mean, obviously you say it's as strong as a tournament creature, so I'm imagining somewhere around 2,000. It would be fun. And name it Shubtinosaurus. That's true. Tabagelosaurus is a better version of it. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, granted, McKay does have a point with it being a common. It is probably pretty cheap to get. So I'm not sure there. Holy smokes, 2,800 health? Dang. Maybe a tiny bit more, 850 attack. That's actually not bad. That's actually kind of pretty good. Now granted, you know, compared to the highest of the best, obviously it's not terrific. But even then, that would be a dinosaur I would go after right now to try and get the old 40. Granted, I might not necessarily, but I don't know. I don't know, we'll see on that one. It's true, even level 10 Tapagelocephalus is super strong than it, but it takes a heck of a lot of effort to unlock it. That's true if it being a super hybrid. I have a question. I am level 52. Should I get Rajastega? Previously, I have 4 Indominus Rex. Should I? Rajastega. Chat, help me out. Which one's Rajastega? I'm afraid I don't know which one that is. Level 10 common super hybrid is, wow, 1,400 HP and 420 attack. Dang. That's a lot. Hold on. Should you buy Grand Premium? No. Just straight up no. It's not worth it. You don't, unless you really want the creature. Now, granted, I'm gonna buy Grand Premium for the Spino event. Because I want that. But in general, just no. Not Grand Premium. Hold on, Rajastega. I'm imagining that that's a super hybrid. No, it's a regular hybrid then. Carnivore. Rajastega, here we go. This is Rajastega's stats compared to Indominus Rex. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't trade it. Now, granted, Rajastega only does take 5 days and 10 hours. Don't forget Monolophosaurus. It's an event unlock, so you can't just unlock it when you feel like it. That's true. Soprano Titan. Hold on, where's this guy? Don't know. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Also, yeah, just to show y'all, I did indeed get a where is it? There it is. Blufflorus Gen 2 right there. Right there. So that is in the works there. So that's good to see right there. We'll go ahead and hop back into the tournament here. We're at 86 trophies, so we're doing okay. We're doing fine, I'd say. But yeah, I would definitely say go for Indominus Rex. I would say Indominus Rex would be the better go for. Got a little bit more health and a lot more attack. It'd definitely be better there. We'll do Spinosaurus Gen 2, actually, sure. Imagine a level 40 Ember or a level 60 D-Rex. I am curious what they're gonna do with the D-Rex. So obviously, everybody's seen it. The leaks show the D-Rex not only playable but also battleable on the beach. And I'm honestly curious why we didn't actually get it in the one place. So I'm curious where the leak actually came from, because it wasn't as you know, there wasn't as much footage of the D-Rex as there was for the, what's it called, the Spino Rebirth. D-Rex may be heroic, that's why it can revive, but if it's a heroic, well, I guess, you know, you'd be able to level up with shards. That would make sense. Which would be interesting if they actually did end up making it heroic, but does that mean if they made it a heroic, it would have pretty weak health, or would they make that heroic health quite up there with something more like, let's say, I don't want to say up there with Indoraptor, because that's quite far up there. But maybe a little bit lower with the final heroic form, 6 stars. No, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it was leaked to be a boss. That's true. It was leaked to be a boss. So I don't know if it would necessarily be a heroic. It might be a new boss coming. Do that there. Yeah, it might be a new, it actually is a new boss coming, at least according to the icon that was leaked. And then again, all that could have been faked. I'm not sure, because like, we had Rebirth Spino get turned around really quickly, but then there wasn't a lot of footage on D-Rex. And while I don't necessarily believe it was faked, there's still a chance it could have been. There's always that chance. It'd be a shame if it was actually a boss. I would tend to agree. Yeah, I wouldn't want it to be a boss. I would want it to be something else. Because I don't necessarily, I feel like the bosses should be saved for like the actual bosses in the game. Right? I don't necessarily think that, you know, D-Rex should be a boss. I think that it should be its own thing, its own carnivore. And I would really want it to be a tournament. I would love for it to be a tournament rather than a boss. Like, all of them are useless except Omega, because that can revive. You just need to reset them because it won't let you do an event without them. That's another thing too, by the way, is that if it was a boss, and we obviously saw that it can revive, it'd just be a copy of Omega then. And it wouldn't be as exciting. If it was a heroic and we could use it in tournaments and stuff, which it'd be, you know, super overpowered, but who cares about that? Also, I have a genuine question. Hold on, well, I forgot my question, dang it. Yeah, darn, I forgot my question. I'll remember in a second, that's fine. I'll throw in our follow-ups here. Saturn Rack is better, to be honest, at what? What is Saturn Rack better at with me, Rex? What you got? Should I get Velociraptor or the Dilophosaurus on level 40? Because I don't know which, because of the Velociraptor could make a Dominus Rex with just needs Tyrannosaurus. Oh, See, Indominus Rex takes a lot of work, but so does Dilophosaurus. Now, granted, I imagine you're trying to level up Dilophosaurus level 40 to make it a heroic, whereas Velociraptor, it would be trying to get the Indominus Rex. You prefer him as a YouTuber, but respect me as well, but your roster is crazy. To be fair, Saton Rec has a lot more knowledge in the game because he's played longer. When I came back and started YouTube, it was because I just started the game, whereas he's probably played for a lot longer than me. So I don't know if maybe you're measuring that on my knowledge of the game or whatnot, but you know, obviously I don't care. Obviously, if you guys like Saton Rec better than me, that's honestly fine. That's your opinion, right? So but yeah, if I was to pick between Velociraptor and Dilophosaurus, like I said, it depends on your lineup. I would probably go Dilophosaurus because, you know, if you're not ready to have Indominus Rex, it would be a bad idea to get Indominus Rex, right? And it might mess up your lineup. Whereas Dilophosaurus, no, I understand you didn't mean it to insult me. It's all good, Rex. Dilophosaurus, level 40, obviously has that special ability. Now, granted, shards are a little bit difficult to get because you gotta wait around for the event. That's one thing there. Yeah, you don't know which one to get because Indominus Rex or Heroic. Honestly, it's up to you, depending on what you really want more. But if it were me, I would go for Dilophosaurus. And like I said, that depends on where you are in the game. We'll speed you up, sure. Y'all, should I make Scorpius Rex Gen 2? I have a level 40 ready to fuse. I mean, like I said, that's up to you, but I would. I don't think it's too crazy. I think there's an active shard event right down, maybe land. Let's check and see. So I think it's in here. There is. It's for 7 days. It's Jurassic Heroes, and you can get Dilophosaurus shards, Triceratops shards, and there's also Postosuchus shards. Any Pterosaur shards towards the end here? Maybe? Yes, you can also get some Pterosaur shards. Oh, wait, they actually show the requirements here. Oh, okay, interesting. And yes, it is a brand new update in the game where you can view everything new there. So there's that. Okay, so we're getting a little bit beat here with how strong some of these dinosaurs are basically. So I'm going to up it leveled once again. I'll throw in that team right there. Hi, did you miss anything new? No, you didn't miss anything new, actually. Dilophosaurus Venom Blast is so fantastic. Yeah, and that's why I kind of recommend Dilophosaurus, because it has that heroic ability. And it's super overpowered in... Oh, I could have knocked you out in one hit. What am I doing? It's super overpowered in Stampede events. It's super overpowered in Stampede events. Like, especially if you have, like, 3 or 4 dinosaurs that are below 300 health. Just that Dilophosaurus Star 2, I think it is, already does 300 health. So it's definitely worth it to get Dilophosaurus. Didn't do that there. It took you months to unlock Metrophodon because of the darn Dimorphodons. There's actually a Dimorphodon unlock event tomorrow, which I'm gonna do, probably on recording. So that's what I'm gonna do, is get that, and because I don't think I actually have Dimorphodon unlocked. Should I level up my BFE dinosaurs to level 10 if they are my strongest dinosaurs? That depends, like how strong they're gonna be. Now, if they're already your strongest, no. If they're not your strongest, maybe a little bit. But yeah, don't rush that. It takes a lot of food to do like 400,000 to get them to level 10. Yeah, it takes a lot of food to get them leveled up. It takes a lot of food. So, and especially if you're early game right now and you don't have access to a lot of food, definitely not, you know, the biggest deal right now. Hold on, I just realized I won the tournament 4. And why didn't you play Ark Survival Ascended yet? I just haven't gotten around to it, unfortunately. I just didn't get around to it yet. You missed the Leucistic Baryonyx part event. Interesting. And for the loyalty points, should I get the gold pack or the special dinosaur? Gold pack. Unless you really just want that dinosaur. And I'm guessing you're talking about the 20,000 points one here. It's more worth it to get the solid gold because you still have a chance to get that dinosaur or creature. So like you can see, it's a Giant Orchid card pack right now, but you can see you have a 5% chance to get them here. So unless you really specifically want that creature, go for the solid gold pack, but that's a big chance at getting a lot of bucks. That's a chance of like what, 2,000 bucks maximum. What the heck was that on the bottom of my screen? But yeah, definitely do that. Oh, you like the Baryonyx and now it's gone? Oh, this guy. Yeah, I mean, the skin design for the Baryonyx was pretty good, actually. I actually really like the Baryonyx too. Actually, we're gonna level that down a little bit because that was a little bit easy last time. I'll throw in you and I'll throw in you. There we go. And I know technically I'm not following my tip of like keeping lower level dinosaurs, but it's fine. We have a long time. I think I have till about like 2 o'clock and I'm good to go. And see, it's kind of equal there anyway, so but it's still good. By the way, I can't wait for this season to end. I'm so sick of T-Rex number 8. Wait till we get T-Rex number 9 from Rebirth. Okay, you think they're done with the Rexes? No, they've got 20 more in the back room. There's gonna be more Rexes. Anyways, no, I almost got knocked out. I feel like regular Indominus Rex is not worth it because Gen 2 has more health. So that's definitely a thing that you can argue. Is that Indominus Rex Gen 2 is technically a better dinosaur. However, I would argue it's quite tough to get because I'm having a tough time, you know, getting the Gen 2s. Now I'm getting lucky with them by being in the lottery thing. But yeah, definitely I would argue that Gen 2 creatures are a little bit more difficult to get, whereas if you do the battle stages, you can get Velociraptor Gen 1 and T-Rex Gen 1 unlocked. Around level 54, you can have both of them unlocked. And I'm sure there's other ways to get that done too. That might not knock you out. No, it did, okay. So I mean, I don't necessarily hate the idea of people saying they're gonna get Gen 1 first, because Gen 2 is just so much more difficult to get. At least in my experience. Yeah, that's another way you could get it too, McKay, but at the same time, you know, it's probably quite expensive in creatures. So, you know, there's that. We're gonna block 2, save 2 here, actually. Woldodon, did you know that Ark Survival Evolved bosses is 10 times stronger than Jurassic World the game? I mean, it probably is. I'm sure health works differently in that game than in this game. Is the Rex in normal pass good? Because I got it and I'm wondering if I should level it up. Not really. It's not the best of the best creature. Like, it's not terrible, but normally celebrity. Are you kidding me? That didn't work. Yeah, it's kind of mid though. Yeah, every tournament creature is worth it. It just depends on, like, you know, do you really want to sit down for 3 days and do that? That is 3 losses, by the way. What are we doing? 3 losses. Yeah, 40 HP. What are we doing? Ark Survival Evolution bosses are extremely strong. If you want to take them out legit, you'll be breeding your tames for weeks or months. You have to solely consider the breeding stage, not everything before. Yeah, I haven't played Ark, so I wouldn't understand what you just said. I wouldn't understand. We're gonna diversify this actually a little bit. We're gonna throw that in there. Actually, we're gonna throw you in. There we go. Level 40 Scorpius Rex Gen 2, so dang ugly. Does it have the level 40 design? I didn't think it did. I thought it was stayed that saw white the whole time. Maybe it does. I don't know. Can I knock you out? No. I can't knock you out. Got a Velociraptor here going on. You're gonna dino swap. In more simple terms, I hope you like to watch dinosaurs lay eggs for 2 months straight. That makes more sense, yes. That sounds like a game I want to play. We'll do that there. What super hybrid should I go for other than Indominus? Or I'm imagining you're saying Indoraptor. So I'm not specifically super familiar with the super hybrids. So I couldn't answer you directly. The only super hybrid I do have is the Monostegotops, and that is actually a really good herbivore for me. It works really well. So I would probably go for that one. What is my favorite? The one I have is Compsognathor. That's my favorite creature, is Compsognathor. Bro, in this event, if Ludia gives instant hatch level 40 blue, it would be very cool. Who agrees? So the only thing about that is they did just do a blue tournament for the 3rd time in like 2 months. So I mean, there was a chance to unlock blue. Granted, you know, they could have given a level 40 blue, but at the same time, like, I'm sure they don't just want to give away legendary dinosaurs all the time, right? Now, granted, they did, you know, give us a chance to unlock a pretty good, actually, hybrid herbivore the other month ago. Tapagelocephalus, Monostegotops, and Dimetrocarnus are the 3 best super hybrids. We don't talk about Diplasuchus. What is so wrong with Diplasuchus that you guys just dog walk it all the time? What is wrong with Diplasuchus? Godzilla, hi. What is wrong with Diplasuchus? Is that just going to be a meme? We don't talk about Diplasuchus. Hold on. That's an amphibian. Super hybrid. Diplasuchus. 3,415 health. 1,410 of that. How do I make you? Diplatator. At level 40. I said at level 40. 1,691. Diplocarnus ingredients. Carniraptor is a pretty solid creature by itself. It's so weak. I mean, it's a rare creature. It's a rare. Of course it's weak. It's not that bad, chat. Sure, it's a little bit weak, but it is also a rare. Plus all the other creatures in here are like, hold on. Let's look at all the super hybrids. There's 1, 2, 3. Compared to this one that you say is good, 6,000 and then 2,000 attack. So it's a little bit weak, sure, but you know, it's an easier one to get, I imagine. Maybe not. Probably not, actually. Yeah, I've got them all right here. Obviously, it's the weakest of the bunch, having the lowest health and the lowest attack, and even the 2nd lowest coin. But I will die on the hill that Diplasuchus is okay to have. Because, okay, let's look at the other ones then. Let's look at the other ones. Dimetrocarnus, Carniraptor, which you need Carnotaurus and Pyroraptor for. Carnotaurus is a event unlock, and then Pyroraptor is an amber creature. So that's kind of difficult to get, right? Whereas we come over here, that you can unlock that in the battle stage, and then Irritator, I think you can also unlock in the battle stage. I wish this would stop. Is this a battle stage? Yeah, it's a battle stage. So you can get those in the battle stage. Unless I already have Irritator unlocked. No, I'm pretty sure it's a battle stage. So it's a lot easier to get Diplasuchus. Obviously, it's going to be weaker because it's easier to get. So, granted, yeah, in the long run, it's not the best, but it's not a bad creature to have. At least in the early game. Like, right now, at level 40, it would fit in perfectly with my lineup. It would fit in perfectly as a level 40 creature. We're going to scroll on over here. We're going to get this here. And we'll do this team here. There we go. I had a lot of chats coming in. Diplosuchus is a very good super hybrid. I have 3 of them worth for the tournament battles. Diplosuchus costs 660 SDNA. The risk on 850. That's another thing too. It's cheap. It's easier to get. It's cheaper. Godzilla, that is not a nice thing to say. It's not a nice thing. We don't say that kind of stuff here. Bulleton, are you excited to see Spinosaurus Rebirth? And it's gonna be the next season pass. I am actually very excited for that one. I can't wait to see how that actually works. I want to definitely use it underwater. So yes, I'm very excited for that. How did you get Consophinator? So I got the Dracovinator during that event up to level 40. I got all 8 of those and leveled it up to level 40. Beautiful design, by the way, at level 40. Love the design of the Dracovinator. And then around that time, they made it a little bit easier to get Consophinator. Now, it wasn't necessarily guaranteed, but they had a lot of events going around that allowed you to get Consophinator. Oh, sorry, not Consophinator, Compsognathus. It popped up quite commonly in the prize drops. There were events that had a chance for you to get into the card pack. Heck, I think they had it on the calendar too. So it was around that time I was able to scoop up 8 of them and evolve that into the hybrid and be able to have it unlocked. So it was just really timing. Timing was all it was. Now it's still possible to get, I would say. I don't know if it's been Dracovinator been in the collector's exchange yet. I'm not sure about that. I'm sure someone in chat can verify. But I'm pretty sure it will pop up in the collector's exchange one day, if it hasn't already. The only creature I'm missing is Compy from the normal creatures. Yeah, because Compy is quite hard to get. We haven't had a tournament for Compy in a little bit, have we? I don't think so. That's 200 trophies right there. We're almost halfway there. Almost halfway there. Are we gonna reach Predator League today? I don't know. Did not have Dracovinator in there yet. So yeah, it hasn't been in there yet, but I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure it's coming, right? I'm sure it's coming. Because I've seen other ones in there. I've seen Rexy, I've seen the Spino. Right, and Spino was the one that happened while I started playing. So it's gonna happen. Don't worry. And then I would argue that that would probably be a good creature to actually use the collector's exchange for, would be to get that one. But if I have Coolosaurus unlocked, Diplosuchus is just horrible. No, if you obviously have better creatures unlocked, obviously Diplosuchus is gonna not be like a good idea to go after, right? Obviously. But in early game, Diplosuchus can be good because it's a lot easier to get. You can get the hybrid by having the 2 battle stages complete. I'm not sure the levels, right? Obviously, if you already have something stronger than Diplosuchus, it's not that worth the get. But if you don't have that yet, you know, it can be worth the get. But it's also a cheaper dinosaur, so, you know, maybe you just need it. It doesn't necessarily need to be your strongest creature, but if it fits well with your lineup, it's worth the get. I would argue, at least. That's a really bad take. Coolosuchus has the same stats and costs 20k DNA, and Diplosuchus is only 660 SDNA. And SDNA can stack up over time. That's another thing, too. Now, granted, if it's the same stats, maybe you don't want to go for a creature that has the same stats. You could put your resources into something a little bit better. You could do that. Oh, I didn't realize I was at a disadvantage. Whoops. You could do that. I think my level 30 Kula is better. I'll have to check. And it could be. And like I said, if you have a better creature than that, sure, yeah, Diplosuchus might not be the best idea. Is any flock creature tournament will appear this year? I have no idea. It'd be nice if they actually did do a Constantinophis tournament. Kudosuchus level 40 has 3,800 health, 1,470 attack. Yeah, so I mean, obviously it's better. I have a question. Should I buy 3 more Indominus Rex to get Indoraptor? This for my main? It depends if that's gonna super overpower your lineup. If your lineup can handle Indominus Rex level 40, yeah, you can go for Indoraptor. But at the same time, if you do a level 10 Indoraptor, I think level 10 is weaker? I'd have to double check that one. I don't think it is, actually. I think level 1 is. Not Absolute Paul, hello. But like I said, it depends. Obviously, Indominus Rex and Indoraptor are good creatures. But the reason you might not be able to get that is because your lineup might not be able to handle it. So we'll obviously take this for example, right? My Indominus Rex here is the strongest in my lineup. So going for Indoraptor would not be a good idea. As a matter of fact, I really shouldn't even have a level 30 Indominus Rex. So you can see my second best creature is about over 1,000 HP weaker. And the only thing that's close to that in HP is Monostegatops. But its attack is super far behind, and it's still 800 health left. So technically, I really shouldn't even have an Indominus Rex level 30. But I have it anyway, so... but yeah, level 40 would not be in my best interest right now, so going for Indoraptor would not be good. But if your team is stronger than this, if Indominus Rex was like level 30 all the way like down here, you have to scroll to get to it, definitely be worth it. Definitely be worth it. Hold on, when you win the tournament, you're gonna do Notice this tournament. Yeah, is there another tournament coming? I'm gonna focus on that, definitely. Oh, there's an Ensign tournament. And then there's this? Does this unlock it? No. Is this tournament gonna be worth it? Because I know that has SDNA. I'm around where you are, so no. Yeah, so then, yeah, you wouldn't want to go for that because it'd be too strong for your team. Diplasuchus has a wit. I think McKay is the biggest Diplasuchus defender here, and I'm kind of with it. I'm kind of with it. In a way. In a way, I'm with it. There we go. Edson, after that, Notosaurus. Notosaurus any good? Obviously, that's a herbivore. Edison is super strong. Would you say it's on par with Rebirth Mosasaurus or stronger than? Both have hybrids too. You need to do it, especially Notosaurus. Okay, so Notosaurus will be on my list there then. Definitely have to do that. So, and maybe I'll do Edson too. Is that on Wednesday? I think it is. Level 30 Diplasuchus has 13 hours and 20 minutes. Level 30 Coolasuchus is also weaker, by the way, and has 17 hours and 28 minutes. See, to me, that sounds like Diplasuchus is the better option, but I mean, obviously, that's up to you. Notosaurus has the best hybrid in the game. That sounds like I need to grab that one then. Now, is that going to be a 1,500 trophy tournament or a 2,500 trophy tournament? I'm thinking 2,500. What was its armor meta? I'm not sure. Rebirth Mosa is not a tournament creature level. It's about VIP. It's above VIP. So you'd say it's stronger than Rebirth Mosasaurus then. Okay, well, let me ask this then. Would it be a good idea for me to get a tournament swimmer? Because that's another thing too. Is that going to be an aquatic one? Is that going to be an aquatic tournament? Because I'm thinking that it is. Can you give me tips for fighting? I almost lose every time. I always attack and sometimes block. Tips. Well, always try to know what your opponent is going to do. Now, granted, sometimes I don't even pay attention, but like, for example, this guy is 6, right? Now, he's always going to try and go for the attack. So, as you see, he went for 6. He needed to because I had 1 point left. My opponent, 95% of the time, is going to attack when it needs to plus the points that you have. Now I say 95% of the time because sometimes it'll play dumb and be like, oh, I predicted that you didn't block one, haha. So sometimes it'll do that, but definitely it'll always attack, well, not always, but most of the time it'll attack with how many it needs plus the points you have. So always keep that in mind when, you know, you go to save points, because the opponent, you can lead the opponent into using more points than it needs to. That's going to be a land, and so is no swords. Okay, I might be able to do that one then, because if it was aquatic, I was thinking I might not be able to do that one then. Also, if it's land, it's probably going to be 2,500, right? Probably going to do 2,500 then. Also, this one's also 1,500, right? This one's also 1,500. I'm just making sure, because I feel like I should at least be a little bit higher up. Well, no, I guess maybe not. Well, what's it take to get out here? At least 500? Yeah, about 500. I imagine to get in the Dominator right now, it's about 1,000 roughly. No, not 1,000. It's gonna, because it's 1,500 tournament, right? We'll take you out, throw you in, take you out, and I'll throw you in. Yes, it's 1,500. Okay, so I'm good. I should be able to catch up then. I should be able to catch up and win this thing. Edison is one of the strongest tournament creatures, period. Wow, okay. Even with all the others, like Jurassic and Cenozoic, that's actually kind of crazy. 3,790 HP and 970 attack. That's pretty good, actually. I will argue. That is pretty good. I'll go ahead and save the point here. Yeah, I'd argue it's pretty good. And is it worth it to buy the breeding capsule if they're over 25 or 10? Depending on your bucks, and also depending on what you're hatching. I wouldn't buy even a 25 for like a common. So anything above like 50, definitely try and hatch like a legendary. Definitely try and hatch at least a legendary. Hopefully it didn't save. Okay, no. Also, it looks horrific, so bonus points for that. Cool. Bolden, I have a lot of strong dinosaurs without using VIP and cheating. I have 3 flock features. Hey, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll go 4 here. Maybe that's enough to get you knocked out. Yes, it will be. There we go. Got you knocked out. And hopefully in a battle or two, we'll hit 300. But yeah, hey, that's actually really good. Without using VIP is definitely a big step, because VIP can help out a lot with the park. VIP definitely helps out a lot, so not having using VIP, that's pretty good. I have a full free-to-play account as well. Don't think I ever said that. That's pretty good. I'm gonna close Discord because I hear it going off. There we go. All right, and then. And can you tell me which event I should do first after you play this match? The event's happening right now. Between events happening right now, we'll do that. And maybe we'll live. I'll have to look, definitely. I have a flying flock that recently been added and unlocked that I should work on. With flocks, you don't necessarily want to really level them up past 10 unless they're like super weak. Unless they're super weak and like, you know, but then again, you can also use it as your first creature to save points. So it's not necessarily in favor to level up flock creatures. Now, I do it sometimes just to have something up there. Can't even start buying and hatching because of how many tournament creatures there were waiting to be incubated. Yeah, it's pretty bad right now with how many tournaments we're going through. Hey, that's 300 right there. I'll definitely take that. VIP is better though. VIP is good. VIP is very good. I enjoy having VIP. It gets me more loyalty points. It gets me a better card packs. It's pretty good. It's definitely worth the money to get VIP if you can. It really ups the amount you can get. I'll swap you out actually for you. There we go. And then obviously I have a level 20 Petropus Lux because, you know, Now, the reason I wouldn't actually recommend leveling up Headerfest Lux is because I don't have that creature unlocked. So I'd go from having like 8 of them to like 1 if I wanted a level 40. Then Season Pass, but not the big one. Just no, yeah, absolutely. So Season Pass and VIP are the big ones. It's the big ones that if you're gonna spend money on the game, those are the two to do it. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry, I thought I'd sneeze. Yes, VIP and the pass are the two worth it. Everything else is kind of to absolutely waste the money. Like, I would argue, like, the packs, like the individual packs, you can buy, like, the commons, rares, super rares, and hybrids, or legendaries. Absolutely not worth it. Do that right there. But yeah. Volodon, level up your VIP creatures. See, I should, but I just, for some reason, choose not to. Tyrannosaurus Rex Gaming, hello. Or sorry, it's Tyranno Gaming Rex. Is it worth it to buy dinosaurs in the shop for $100? Which dinosaurs are we talking? And are you talking like bucks in game? I'm hoping you're talking bucks in game. I would guess that Spinosaurus Rebirth is the new Battle Pass event. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. It's a lot of food for level up VIPs, about 400k. 1,000? $1,000? Like I said, it depends on the creature, because there can be other ways to get that creature. And I'm not entirely sure what creatures you might actually be talking about here. Let me just do something here real quick. Okay, not sure why that's not working. There we go. Really quickly, I wanted to bring your attention to this. 1 second though. But I do have a slight challenge I wanted to bring to everybody's attention. So there's something coming up called fall, right? And what I want to do is I want to do something fun, because in fall it normally leads to the what's it called, the holidays, right? And there's a certain holiday called Halloween, and what I want to do is I want to do something fun for Halloween. And what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna move that over there, is we are going to have a like goal going forward, not in today's stream, but in future streams that are going to be happening. I want to definitely stream more. Hey McKay, thank you for following the Twitch channel. Thank you so much. That definitely helps out a lot. But in that like goal, what I want to do is a like goal of 100 likes on a stream. And if we can get 100 likes on a stream for Halloween, I will do a special stream where I stream in this. I will stream in a special long Halloween event in a Spinosaurus costume that looks absolutely ridiculous, and I kind of want it. Hey, Hope of Fan 71, thank you so much for following the Twitch channel. Well, what is that? It is a hideous looking, I don't know if it's officially Jurassic Park 3, but it looks a lot like the Jurassic Park 3 Spino, and I will stream in it if we can get one of the streams, not today's streams, but in a future stream, in this, and then we will stream a special Halloween event and I will be in this. If we get to 200 likes, can you then swim in a kid's pool? I don't know about that one. Cube Killer, why is everybody all of a sudden following on Twitch? But thank you so much for following on Twitch. Thank you so much for that. But yes, this will be what I wear for a special Halloween Special Halloween event. So that is the goal right there. And we'll go ahead and get back into that. So yes, keep that in mind. You don't know if it looks ugly or good. I think it looks hideous, and we're gonna do that. You should get the D-Rex costume instead. I'd have to find a D-Rex costume. You know what? How about this? If you can find me a D-Rex costume, I will set that like goal to 150, and I'll do the D-Rex costume. How about that? How is kids' swimming pool crossing the line? Because I don't want a pool in my room. I don't want water in my room. That would mess up my my setup here. Such a high quality costume. Hey, Captain Funkles. Thank you for following over on Twitch. I don't know why I don't have that set up over here. It's definitely very interesting. But yes, like goal. By the way, like goal on YouTube. By the way, like goal on YouTube. Yeah, like McKay said, it's difficult to do a pool indoors. It's difficult to do a pool indoors and keep it nice and clean, and also not have it spill and get all over your computer and just be everywhere. We'll do one right here. Oh yeah, I'll go to YouTube and like. It'll be in the next coming stream. So any stream that hits 100 likes, I will stream in that costume. Okay, we have a bot. Lovely, we have a bot. There we go. But yes, that's a challenge for you guys, and I'll be reminding you guys every stream. I actually meant to do that first and foremost, but I forgot to. By the way, check the trades. There may be some good ones. I should. Wanted to ask as well if you're doing the rerolls on the trades. No, I'm not doing rerolls. I'm not spending 250 bucks on that. I mean, unless you have a skill with that, but no. Wear both costumes at the same time if you hit a like goal of 200. I don't know about that one. I don't know if they both fit. I also gotta make sure they fit. So there's that. But yeah, that's the goal. And I'll actually make a graphic for that for the next streams. Hey, thank you so much for following on Twitch. Massive W's to you, man. Massive W's. I'll go ahead and attack me here. Not the custom trade rerolls, but the regular. Oh. I mean, in theory, I guess that could be worth it, but also you wouldn't have a lot of control on what could be made there. But I suppose that could be worth it, yeah. Just make sure you have some good decor and storage. You can get some amazing ones. What do you mean decor? Oh, you mean in the market? No, okay. That makes sense. 150 bucks for 4 rerolls. That's not bad. It's worth it about 90% of the time. Okay, so I just like buy something and then put it back in storage. I guess it's a good skill. That's 359 trophies right there, so we're almost to 500. Make sure you have some relatively expensive decorations. Are you trying to get Indominus Rex level 40? Not at the moment. Could you make a real life stream in the Jurassic World Park that I think is in Japan? So, as much as I would love to, unfortunately, flights to Japan are extremely, extremely expensive. I will do, no, I'm not gonna promise it, but I would set up like a relatively thing like that. That would be like a 100,000 subscribers special. So just to put that in its perspective on how far away something like that could be. I would love to do something like that. What if we get 100 likes? What's the likes at anyway? Well, now I see the likes. Oh, it's at 21 likes. Found it. It's a fantasy costume, but it's only for kids for now. See, yeah, that's the other thing too, is that costumes like that would be for kids. So that'd be a problem. That'd be a little bit of a problem. We're definitely upping our creature stats here. What if we got to 1,000 likes? If I got to 1,000 likes, that would be insane. That means 1,000 people were watching my stream. That would be utmost insane. You can fit? No, so the Spider one has an adult variant. And that's why I said we'll do the Spino one. D-Rex, I'd have to figure out if, and even if they have it. You seen a lineup next battle? Sure. I'll show you the lineup. I remember playing every hour just to make this stay in Dominator for Zalamoxis. Ooh. We do a 3 here. And we're gonna get the little 80 knocked out. There we go. I still do tournaments without flocks most of the time. I can't be bothered to scroll down because I have so many creatures. And I guess that's something that Comp Dominator really benefits from, is it's so high up there with my my other creatures that it's become my strongest creature, even though it's not highest up on the ranking. It was your first tournament creature? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's another thing too. You could just favorite them. You could favorite them and have them in a whole separate list if you wanted to use flock creatures. And then you'd actually be able to use them. That's another thing too that Ludia actually added. So, you know the whole system where it's like you need like specific dinosaurs in order to battle? What I really loved about this new update is they've added a way to when... Oh, I hope that knocks you out. Okay, good. There's now a way where it brings those dinosaurs up first, and it should have been what it was originally. Is it selects only what you need first, and then it lets you access to the rest of the dinos, instead of just having to endlessly scroll through all the creatures that you have. You're not there, but yeah, I really enjoy that one right there. VIP is the best thing you can buy in Jurassic World game. I would agree. I would definitely agree. Definitely would agree. Guys, we need to give them money so you can go to the dinosaur park. I mean, you don't have to do that. Technically, it would go towards that fund, but that's also a massive fund. These are way too strong. Hold on. Yeah, that's a really strong. I don't know if I'm ready to use those yet. Definitely getting in a place where it's going to get a little bit tricky. We'll do that and that. How's that sound? You can only do that if you do all side missions and do all boss events. Do what? Oh, 100,000 amber in 7 days? That's a lot of amber to get in such a short amount of time. Now, granted, it's possible, like McKay said, but it's also a lot of work, and you got to really lock in to get that done. By the way, Reaver Spino is going to be a glass cannon VIP level creature, maybe a little bit above. Interesting. You could put a really tanky dino. Oh, I forgot to show you my lineup. I'm sorry. I forgot to show you my lineup. I was reading the chat and got distracted. Well, I always reach Predator League and I can't reach higher. I don't know have any flocks yet, so I'm asking, is there any other strategies? You know, of course. I would actually definitely say flocks are the way to go if you can get one. That's not going to knock you out. Yeah, flocks would definitely be the way to go. So if you have a way to get a flock, I definitely pounce on that. If you can't, definitely try and evolve your creatures a little bit more. And if not, get more, right? I think that's actually a good tip, is get more dinosaurs that you can use. So that way you can battle more. Like, something I've noticed is the more creatures I have in my lineup, the more trophies I can get in a shorter amount of time. Because it's less time I'm having to wait for my dinosaurs to recharge. You think you made a mistake earlier? What do you mean? How are you still not knocked out yet, by the way? Okay, there we go. Jeez. Yeah, and I also found I spent a lot less bucks on tournaments. So normally a tournament would take me like $1,000 to complete, because I'd be relying on like 3 or 4 creatures as soon as I hit Predator League. Same with glass batting creatures. Your Yetranix is not that strong, but one of my most used creatures. Got an Indominus Rex Gen 2 here. We're gonna go 5 and go 1 there. Hopefully that gets you knocked out here. Maybe 5 was a little bit overpowered. You fused your only 2 bulls to level 20. Interesting. Well, what dinosaur do you think I should get or get to level 40? I'm at level 17. Level 17. That's quite early in the game. Definitely. Well, who do you have? Give me a range of who you have. Give me a rough estimate of what you have. I like how they look, so I use them a lot, and they still do well. Ooh. Interesting. Yeah, give me a rough estimate of who you have, who are like your strongest, and what level are they? Level 17, maybe Diplopator to unlock if possible. Okay, so I do unfortunately have to be right back real quick. We're gonna continue. I'm just gonna put you guys on the Be Right Back screen real quick. So enjoy this screen real quick. Uh-oh. I bumped it. Whoops. Okay. So it should be good. So yeah, apologies. I just had to go get some water real quick. What's going on here? Hello? Hello? There we go. Yeah, I had to get some water real quick. But okay, there we go. No, I wasn't in the stream. I just had to go get a drink. What is everybody's favorite flock? Compsophonator. Dilo is at level 20. Dilophosaurus is at level 20. Hold on, let me look at its stats real quick, Dilophosaurus. Oh, and now I can actually see the dinosaurs because the tablet is so big. That's actually massive. Is this just like playing this game in Beaver? Here, I actually have a level 20 Dilophosaurus here. 184 health and 70 attack. Oh, what? Oh, that's interesting. That's new. 184. So you're probably looking at what? 300 health creatures you're probably aiming for? To get to level 40, I wouldn't necessarily say level 40 is your biggest concern yet. I'd definitely maybe more focus on dinosaurs that are maybe more super rare creatures. Hey, Nicholas, what's going on? Hopefully you're doing well today. So 100 to 375 is about your range. Yeah, I'd probably focus on maybe some super rares to go ahead and future-proof for as you level up. So I can look at some trades. We're going to take a break from battling for a hot second. Not doing that. We'll do that, sure. Yeah, you don't need a max, because if you max level your creatures, you're gonna have to go and get whole new creatures anyways. So it's not really worth it to aim for level 40. Level 40, I would say, unless it has a hybrid. But other than that, not really. So like, you could max level your Triceratops in theory, and then go for Stegosaurus and go ahead and get that done. That might be what I would focus on if I was you, is getting Stegoceratops. That's who I would focus on. But that's just me. You buy a VIP pack real quick? I only have 9,000 things. Actually, in theory, I could come to the custom trade harbor, trade a... Okay, maybe not you. Anyone in here with like an extra? I normally always have an extra. Sure, you. We'll trade for loyalty points. I don't really know who that creature is anyways. And we can go ahead and buy a solid gold pack here. And who do we actually get? Ooh, 500 bucks. I'll definitely take that. We obviously got that guy right there. Then some loyalty points back, sure. It also adds to the blue foresight here. I gotta do more of that. I gotta get that done. Okay, so back in here, I think we still have like 2 battles left. Try to reroll for normal trades. I should actually try that out, especially since I got 500 bucks. So we'll do that there. There we go. Let's see what we get. A lot of coins, a lot of DNA. I don't really see a lot of this being worth it. Yeah. Not really. I'll do one more. I mean, that's kind of... Because I don't use mods, and mods can be very easy to get back. Uh-oh. Did I put this on airplane? What? Yeah, it's on airplane. I don't know why we're having technical difficulties all of a sudden. Game. Jeez. Alright. We'll hop back in here. I guess this game is saying, hey, get back to tournaments. We'll do you. You'll just be completely overpowerful. And then we'll do you and you. Sure, why not? We'll just completely win this. You reset everything? What do you mean? Oh, lineup? Dadgummit. I mean, you can kind of see it a little bit. I scroll by a little bit, just back it up, and you can see it there. You can see it. You got Carnoraptor from that for 6k DNA, and it normally costs way more. Dang, that's a good deal then. That's a really good deal. What happened to Bio? What do you mean? You gotta remember. Why didn't you pick commons from the other slot? What do you mean? No way I'm using crappy Big Edie? I can use whoever I want. You don't get to tell me what to do. Big Edie's not even gonna be used. He's just there. Custom trade DNA for Jurassic creatures is not always a good deal, but I think it's worth a try. No, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. Definitely not wrong there. We're gonna go 3 again. And get you knocked out. Do streets waste space, or should I keep them? They're just for decoration, so I mean, it's really up to you. If you have the space to have them, sure, but they don't do anything. They just decorate the park. So that's all they really do. Nah, there's a strat where you gain reserve first move with a common, so you die and get 3 points. Yeah, I know, but I don't think it matters when you're using a super OP creature anyways. Like this guy here. You're back and you're level 60. Hey, I hope this is working. I don't want on the right page. Congratulations on that level 60 there. It's the best strat. Yeah, but we're not facing like the best of the best creatures yet. It is a solid tank, and that's why I kind of used it. Because its health, or its attack was kind of in line for what I needed. But, yeah, it's a solid tank. And then we'll use it. Okay, so it should really, at minimum, be 2 more battles. Did you complete the Scorpio Gen 2 missions? I didn't. But, I do have the resources to make Scorpius Rex Gen 2 now. And that is currently cooking. It just takes forever to do. Unfortunately. Your Omega is level 41? Nice. Nice, dude. Need to play it on PC because my phone is too old. There is ways to do it. I think there's like a Google Play beta program or something. I think that's how Saturn Rec plays. I think minimum trophies is 1,500 for this one. It is around there. I heard some people say 1,300. But yeah, it is. I think that, yeah, most level 40 legendaries are better than the level 10 hybrid. Yeah, and that's why I kind of say, like, you know, if you're going to go ahead and why did I do that? Well, if you're gonna go ahead and get the hybrid, make sure you can get a level 20. Oh, I guess it worked out in the end. If you have 2,300, you're good. Like, you don't have to participate in this anymore. That's way too overkill. Way too overkill. Google Play Beta is really nice. I play it on that too, and the game looks really nice on it. It looks good on this tablet. Like, seeing it a lot bigger, it looks good. I think screenshots are going to be a lot easier to do because this is a higher resolution tablet, so it can be better than the thumbnail. No, he's 100 left. I guess for screenshots, I could also do it on PC. This week in Jurassic Live, there's a ton of special events which allow you to get legendaries every 2 days, 2 times every day. I actually did download Jurassic Live on here, so maybe that's returning. I don't know. We'll do 3 in 1. There we go. Get out of here. There we go. Darts 2 legendaries. How about this, chat? How about this? If I get to 500 trophies, let me vote. Let me have this, please. For the poll. Vote in the poll, and you have to be on YouTube to do it. After 500 trophies, should I hop on Jurassic Live for a little bit? Should I do it? I'll let y'all vote. Do we just end stream, or do we go to Jurassic Live? Because I'm probably going to end it after 500 anyways. Wow. Just straight up, no, don't even bother. Just don't even bother. 8 votes. Jurassic Live is good, but a lot of battle events lately just suck. Like the other one. What's it called? I can't do Jurassic Live tomorrow. I'll be busy. Are you gonna play Jurassic Evolution 3 or Jurassic Park Survivor? I want to play both. And I actually have a video I need to work on for Jurassic World Evolution 2. I recorded for about 3 hours, and it's gonna take a lot of editing. Let's just put it that way. And y'all apparently voted to have it an hour-long episode, so now it's gonna take even longer to get that out, which is fine. It's fine. Yeah, y'all did not want Jurassic Live, so there's that. We got one more battle left to do, and we'll go ahead and just use like the top 3 here. So we'll do Indominus. We'll make this an Indominus Rex battle, sure. And then I'll show you the lineup after this. I promise. We prefer Jurassic the game. Yeah, I know you do. A lot of people here do. But I also want to expand into other games. Not necessarily, you know, just Jurassic World the game all the time. But I definitely want to do Jurassic Evolution and Jurassic Park Survivor. I hope Jurassic Evolution is going to be more worth it than 2 was. With the way custom building is going to work, I think it is. I think this time it is. Hopefully. I'm really hoping it is. If not, there's going to be an hour-long video essay of my disappointment. So be prepared. Need a lineup reveal. Jurassic Evolution 2 was not a full game. It should have been a DLC. It's the first game. See, as much as I think Jurassic Evolution 2 was a little bit of an underwhelmment, I actually disagree because they did change a lot. They changed a lot. They changed how the dinosaurs work. They changed how buildings work. They changed how I'm trying to think. Everything else they changed. There's a lot, but it's just on top of my head because I haven't played so long. They also added scientists. Like, they changed how the game worked. They changed how the game worked. So it being a DLC would have just made it in a completely different game. What do you think about the hard time suggestion bewildered on? What do you mean? Also the boat tour, the terrain tools are peak. Oh, dude, the boat tour? When they announced it 2 days ago, I think it was, I lost it. I was like, dude, this game's about to be peak. Because I think that's the one thing that Jurassic World Evolution was just missing, was a variety of attractions you can build. You know, Jurassic World Evolution 1, we had gyrospheres, and then it was just, you know, go to a viewing gallery and that's it. Where Jurassic World Evolution 2 added a little bit more, but not much. So it made it feel a little bit more like a park, but not quite. That's true, but dinosaurs are clipping so much more in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Oh, dinosaurs are completely broken in Jurassic World Evolution 2 compared to Jurassic World Evolution 1. But I kind of prefer it that way because I think it makes it feel more alive. How much do you think the makers of Jurassic World the game make a day? Definitely a lot. I can't necessarily say a number, but definitely a lot. They confirm Spino will attack boats. Do I go offline? Do I go offline? Do I go offline? Do I go? Do I go offline? I don't think I'm gonna go offline. You've seen the lineup like 20 times, dude! Oh, it's a jump! We can do it. We can do it. We can pull it off. We can win this one. The makers of Jurassic World the game, not much. The shareholders and CEOs, oh, they do. Yeah, that's true. The developers get absolutely nothing. We're gonna talk about that jump in health, by the way. We're facing up against. That's ridiculous, dude. For like a second. Shut up about the lineup. You've seen it. I passed by it. Like, it's there. I'll show it to you after this. This will be wrapped up soon. Just remind me for the 100th time. All right. We didn't see the full lineup for more than a second. You can pause though. To be fair, it is YouTube. It's not Twitch. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. I'll get to it, I promise. I will get to the lineup as soon as Indominus Rex is done here. Oh, Indominus Rex is done. Okay, we're gonna do the Thornax is done then. We're gonna win this. It'll be fine. It's important. How did that not knock you out? Come on, bro. What's your best? Indominus Rex, level 30. How many did it go? How many did it go? I was looking over at chat. No! Dang it! If it doesn't attack... Wait, if you dino swap... Oh, but we also gotta, like, live. Yeah, that did not end well. Anyone remember Beaver calling Diplocalus Fluffy Tropegerperis, sorry if I can't correctly spell, Skeletor, or Shunosaurus Littlefoot? I actually don't remember that, unfortunately. You do? Fluffy's the goat. Okay, here is the lineup. You can see my lovely, lovely lineup. Gaming, hello. What's my favorite dinosaur? Dilophosaurus. This is my lineup. It is a good lineup. I actually do enjoy my lineup. All right. We're gonna do... Is there any easy event we can do real quick? So I want to get an event knocked out. Not really, is there? Technically that counts, but no. We'll do this. Sure. I'll throw you in. Sure. And then after this, we'll go ahead and end stream. For my level, it's impressive. Is it really? Amazing VIP. Go ahead and knock you out in one hit. There we go. 8 out of 10. That's not bad. The aquatic was kind of easy. Cenozoic event was easy. I did a Cenozoic event this morning, actually. It was like a VIP one. There we go. Got 2 coming in, but that's fine. I just got to knock out 4 of you here. And then we'll actually have this event complete. There we go. Got you knocked out there. What time is it? Ooh, it's 12:30 already. I gotta get me some lunch. Sure, y'all gotta get some lunch too. Y'all gotta eat. Y'all are probably hungry. There we go. Go ahead and knock you out there. Now we just need 1 more. As long as Charlie doesn't knock me out here, but I don't think she will. Your Omega is level 59. Nice. Very nice. Go ahead and go all 4 here, and there we go. That's gonna be event done right there. In Australia, we have 19, 12, or 24. Obviously, I mean, times work everywhere differently, right? So, that's that. As a lineup, it's like 5 out of 10, but for your level, it's like 9 out of 10. I'll take it, sure. I'll take it, sure. That's gonna be a micro amber pack done right there. Not Australia. Oh, I read it wrong. Sorry. Austria. 1 away from 60. We are done there, right there. We almost actually have that done. Said the Cenozoic was easy. To be fair, though, I don't have the greatest Cenozoic creatures. Gonna need snow. Gonna need another snow. And then a cave. We'll see how easy this actually is. Fire hazard official. What's up? What's going on? What's all good? I guess we didn't need 2 snows. I could have saved 1. Oh well, it's fine. What are you? That icon picture looks terrifying. What is that? That looks terrifying. Why is there a kangaroo? There was a kangaroo, and then it was gone. Lima Calosmilus is a savage. Huge question for the viewers. Do you prefer live streams or long form videos or shorts or reaction videos? That's a hybrid. Oh yeah, it is a hybrid, isn't it? It just looks like it has like a skull face or something. I don't know. Do you prefer long form videos or live streams? There's a question from Skad Can. We need this guy here. I don't have a lot of like plants. We gotta go with that and that. You're hyped about the Jurassic Evolution videos? I actually should get to work with that after this. That's what I'll do. I'll get some lunch, and then I'll get to work on that after this. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'll definitely get to work on that there. After this Cenozoic event here. Go ahead and get it knocked out here. Gonna save all the points here. There we go. When did you get Urthin Northrarium? I couldn't tell you where I got half my Cenozoics from. Probably just random card packs that gave me Cenozoics. Honestly. How many trophies for the tournament? 1,500. You had a horse? You had a horse. VIPs tournaments are just fine. Same with super rares. You mean glaciers? The Cenozoics. So I'm okay then? That's interesting. Is Spino Rebirth this season pass? I'm pretty sure it is, yes. I think it's all been confirmed with the countdown. Do that there. Why is there a horse? I thought the game was about dinosaurs. There's Cenozoics. Cenozoic legendaries are really bad. Maybe that's why I think that like my glacier and aquatic lineups aren't very good, is because in general they're a lot lower health, which is definitely interesting. Here comes the snake. They all have horrible stats and still cost the same as normal legendaries. Yeah, that's definitely interesting, but you need them for special events, which kind of sucks, honestly. They should just implement rares, but it wouldn't be worth it, in my opinion. Speed up you. And I'll bring you in for points. Actually, we'll do you. That looks like a good lineup. There used to be rare Cenozoics. I think I remember that. Did you unlock Titanoboa yet? That's what I'm working on right now. I'm getting some events done. Was that the T-Rex roar coming out of that turtle's mouth? Did I hear that correctly? Did I hear that right? By chance? Something like Smilodon used to be super rare, now it's a tournament, same with Kelenkek. You unlocked Titanoboa today? Hey, congratulations. I'll give you some air horns. There we go. No, yeah, I'm working on the events right now to get Titanoboa done. Got the Hyenodon in here. And the Foscorus. I'm afraid I don't know which one that is, unfortunately. Legendary Cenozoics. Legendary Cenozoics used to be so strong, same with the tournament creatures. They were as strong as VIPs. Wow, really? I unlocked Titanoboa. Need one more for max. Nice. Very nice. I'll give you some air horns. Farm boss events. I should, but I'm not gonna. Then they reworked them, and now they are the same as land, except the legendary ones, they are all just really weak. So they're just really weak creatures now. Which, that's kind of boring. Why is this here? Go away. That's the Cenozoic battle then right there, and we didn't even get a Cenozoic creature. Why not? Sure. Cenozoics are just hard to get, and to win them aquatics, they should buff them at least a little bit. So that's going to get me to about 15 events done out of 25, so I need about 10 more done, and I have 15 days to get it. I imagine I'm going to get this, sure. I'm sure I'm going to get this, but anyways, guys, that's going to probably wrap it up for me here once I collect all this lovely stuff here. There we go. And that's going to wrap it up for me today, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today's live stream, and I'll see y'all hopefully in a soon one. If you are interested in joining the Discord, there's a link around here somewhere on the channel that works. I gotta refactor all of it and stuff still. But you know, there's a link probably in the next one. There will be another live stream maybe one day. I'll figure that out soon. But in the meantime, guys, if you guys enjoyed this live stream, remember to leave a like. If we hit 100, I wear the Spinosaurus costume in a special Halloween event. So in the meantime, guys, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're not. And until next time, I'll see you on the next video.